Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, August 20th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I did something last night that I haven't done in nearly 2 years. Sat in a movie theater and watched a movie. It was glorious, and the film, Respect, all about Aretha Franklin, was phenomenal. Jennifer Hudson was amazing. If you get a chance, head to the mall and check it out. Hey, well, here we are, Friday. We made it another week, and the weekend is here, so let's get into it, shall we? The verdict is in, and mailing ballots to every registered voter is now allowable per the Court of Appeals ruling yesterday. County Executive candidate Herb McMillan and Ward 6 candidate George Gallagher filed a suit challenging the Board of Elections and the city. The suit was dismissed on the circuit court level, and that decision was ultimately upheld on appeal. Ballots only for Democrats and only in Wards 3, 4, and 8 will be mailed on August 30th. Personally, I am still very leery of this for a few reasons. 2 of my kids, both legal residents of other states, have received election mailings, so I anticipate they will also receive ballots in the fall. I'm in Ward 7, so I need to wait until the fall to get a ballot. But what happens if there is turnover in an apartment complex like we have in Wards 3, 4, and 8? Will the no longer there residents receive a ballot? What will happen to it? Will the residents just leave it on a table in the lobby for the postman to hopefully pick up? Will they fill it out and send it in? And with bulk mailing, how many ballots could be harvested by following a postman on his route? Seems to work well for Amazon and the Porch Pirates, doesn't it? And while most people are honest, it would not take much to sway an election here in this apathetic electorate. For those that have been here a while, does anyone recall the antics of one Democratic operative that was putting up deceiving signs or handing out flyers about a gay candidate preying on children? Seriously, it wouldn't take much. I'd much prefer them allow voting by mail, but to have the voter request a ballot, not have it sent automatically. All right, I'm getting off of that soapbox for now. Lily Price at the Capitol followed up on a story from last November. A woman was arrested and accused of assaulting an employee of the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream place in Edgewater when they requested them to wear a mask, and it got out of control and ended up in a fight. Well, the Bowie woman was acquitted. She presented a 6-second video and showed that the employees were actually assaulting her. In fact, she entered the store, was treated rudely, and left, and the employees followed her outside and started the altercation. The jury did believe the evidence presented and determined that the police report was also inaccurate and acquitted her of all the charges. The Anne Arundel County Board of Education is dragging their feet. With school scheduled to open on September 8th, the board says they will vote on the mask mandate by Superintendent George Alato on the 1st of September. Apparently, the board must approve the edict, but they are split. Some are pro-mask, others are anti-mask. And in a stunning display of do as I say, not as I do, President Melissa Ellis said that they received legal advice saying that they were exempt from Alato's edict and can wear masks or not in school buildings because they are neither staff, faculty, students, or visitors. So we wait. And IMP released a statement yesterday about their new COVID policy. IMP is the operator of the 930 Club, the Lincoln Theater, and the Anthem in D.C., and the Merriweather Post Pavilion here in Columbia. Currently, they are requiring proof of vaccination or a test within 72 hours before the showtime, but beginning on October 17th, they will require full vaccination of all attendees. The only exceptions will be kids under 12 and people with a legitimate medical reason that they cannot be vaccinated, and those people will be required to provide a negative test from a test that was taken within 48 hours. And for the D.C. venues, 930 Lincoln and Anthem, everyone must wear a mask indoors at all times per the new D.C. order. Okay, so that's it for the news today, but I want to remind you that coming up tomorrow for the Local Business Spotlight, Ben Burge from the Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation, and on deck for next Saturday is Pat May, perhaps the shortest name possible, from a new startup in Annapolis called Propa. As always, thank you for listening, and if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do, and make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know to follow us. It helps so much. A quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, Rehab to Perform, and MacMedics. It's Friday and events are back, so stick around because we do have a separate weekend roundup segment coming up this week. Hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in about a minute.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at MacMedics.com.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, August 20th. Yesterday was another hot one for the Annapolis region with plenty of sunshine and temps near 90 degrees. But today will be a different story with temps in the low to mid 80s and potentially 1 inch or more of rain in spots as the area is under a flood watch for much of the day as low pressure moves along the frontal boundary on the east coast, possibly bringing storms loaded with plenty of moisture that could produce rainfall rates at times in the 1 to 2 inch per hour range. As for the weekend, it's more mid to upper 80s Saturday with a continued threat for some PM showers and storms with upper 80s to lower 90s and more storms possible on Sunday. And while Henri, the latest tropical system in the Atlantic, will quickly become a hurricane, it should stay offshore of the Delmarva beaches before taking a path northward toward the northeastern U.S. There could possibly still be some impacts to the Delmarva beaches in the form of rough surf and riptides, so be sure to be extra careful if at the shore this weekend, anywhere from Virginia Beach northward to Long Island. Finally, next week will likely turn hot again, with temps in the upper 80s to mid-90s on a daily basis, so plan accordingly and keep plan to hitting local pools and beaches as we enter the final third of August 2021. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC. MDVA Weather. Make it a great weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Life is a series of moves, from new beginnings to new opportunities to a new place to call home. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt, and as your goals and dreams change, my team and I will be there with you and for you, making buying or selling a home an easy, safe process. Whether you are looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, you can trust the Kristi Neidhardt Team with our years of expertise to find exactly what you are looking for.
That's another moving minute from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
There's always something going on over the weekend in the area, and we're here to narrow it down with our top picks for this weekend. Oh, and be sure you're signed up for the Eye on Annapolis weekly events newsletter. It's free and comes to you every Friday at 12:30 p.m. There's a sign-up link at the top of every page at IANApolis.net.
Okay, the weekend roundup begins. This afternoon, cut out of work early and get to Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits in Annapolis. They are hosting the Stella Artois and Cassif Brothers Buy a Family a Meal event. For a $5 donation, you will get a stunning Stella chalice, and that $5 will be matched and given to the Anne Arundel County Food Bank, who is still very much in need. It runs from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. this afternoon and is a great local cause done by great local companies. And just as an FYI, $5 is going to supply a family of 5 with 15 nutritional meals every day. Tonight is the second to last Friday night concert series at the Annapolis Town Center. It gets underway at 7 p.m. and is free. 3 bands, Christy Allen, Film at 11, and topping it off, local favorite, Pressing Strings. And while we're talking about the Town Center, Sunday we'll have the first Cars and Kids from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They do have Cars and Coffee every Sunday, but this expands on that a little bit with some great kid events and some cars to appeal just to the kids. And as they usually do, they are doing something for the community and asking folks to bring some school supplies, which will be donated to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. The Crab Cup Regatta is on Saturday. Crab is the Chesapeake region accessible boating, and they have a race off-field, but the after party is where you need to be. It's from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday at the Eastport Yacht Club. You'll have the Naptown Brass Band and Misspent Youth entertaining you. The cocktails and smiles will be flowing along with catering from the Boatyard Bar and Grill. Tickets are suggested in advance, and you can do it online at crabsailing.org. Finally, it's a festival at the Eastport Volunteer Fire Company. Saturday from noon to 4. Come on out for a family-friendly afternoon honoring our local heroes. You'll have live music, vendors, food trucks, games, and more. And you can even purchase a brick for a memorial garden they are working on in front of the station. Lots of good stuff to choose from. I'm going to keep an eye on the weather, but right now, Friday night concerts and the crab party are kind of looking good to me. And as we slide into the weekend, I will say have a great one. Be safe, mask up when you need to, keep washing those hands, and let's keep that Delta variant away. And I will see you on Monday.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.